Jason Alexander Cameron. Do you want age?
Yeah.
Yeah. 24, live in Peckham. What do I love? I love voguing. I love dance in general, but voguing is what I really do love. And what do I stand for? As a person, in what I do, everything, I would say inclusive. Having a space that's inclusive with like straight, gay, whatever, trans, XYZ, drag queens, XYZ. That's what I stand for, being inclusive, being a person that accepts everyone, even if I don't like you. Like I will still accept you into something. Maybe it's not as close as my good friends, but yeah, let's say inclusive. Since primary school. Yeah, I started dancing when Peckham Splash used to be in Academy at Peckham, which used to be called Warwick Park. And I used to, so when I was like, let's say 8-ish, I used to always dance like in like the school discos and stuff like that, but mainly when it started is when I learnt this like street dance choreography from a woman. Her name was Nadine, and she was taught in Camelot, and she also taught in Peckham Park Primary School. Loved her. And she was teaching all of, like everyone like all this different choreography, street dance, India, and all this stuff. And I was on the paper that were at the back learning the Indian dance, what the girls are supposed to do. And yeah, since then it's just blown up. Like I started dancing with a company called Breakout, which is now called Movement Factory, and yeah, it's just gone strength to strength really. Yeah, I think Breakout is really where I really like progressed in my career. It was a place that I only had to pay 50p to £1. I think max I paid for that dance classes was like £1.50 or something like that, and learning from like the best teachers, you know, the ones that are on TV, the ones that, you know, people love, you know. Yeah, really well known. I got really good workshops, and then I found my life in voguing around 14, 15, and I used to just copy what I used to on YouTube, and then it's progressed now into me actually travelling internationally, going to every country possible. Last year in 3 months I went to 5 different countries, so it was like very back to back, but very good at the same time. And now one of the people, one of the main people that are actually pushing the ballroom scene over here. It's big in New York, that's where it originates from, but I'm one of few, even nearly the only now. I'm trying to push stuff for myself now, and having these massive vocals that integrate all these different countries. So you get people from Paris, you get people from Italy, New York, DC, everywhere, China, Japan, like there's like, it's just like, there's a vast Spain, there's like a vast Russia, there's just a vast amount of people that come, Canada, all these different countries. So it's a vast people that come into one space to celebrate not only dance but to celebrate, it celebrates life, it celebrates a lot of, you know, being an individual, being creative, and, you know, just being who you want to be in that space of time. So that's what my events probably you would say mainly focuses on. Oh, so voguing is a dance style that's within a community. Voguing, you could say, voguing is what everyone refers it to, but it's actually called ballroom, and voguing is just a mere part in ballroom scene. Lots of people watch something like Paris is Burning can give you like an outline of what it is, or just they believe what they say about the people. But it is like, what ballroom is a community of people that celebrate being themselves, you know. But it originally comes from repression, you know. Drag queens of like the 1920s used to have drag balls and used to be very private. You'd be like in a one bed, like studio flat, and there'll be like 20-30 people. Then they talk about the rules of the function, so they can just go out and have it and then leave. And it's not the same in ballroom now. what it used to be, that's what it starts from. Drag queen, 1920s. Then it moves up into like they call it butch queen. So it's like someone you see like me on the street, they will not intentionally think it's gay, but goes to these drag balls and then competes and wanted their own category, so they made their own category, and then it just progressed into this massive inclusive space. You know how straight women doing it, straight men, straight-ish men. You get straight men doing it, straight women doing it. You got gays, trans women, trans men. There's just like, it's like a crazy amount of people that come to these events, and not only do those people compete, but now the people that come are like, you know, straight white male and are like, what the fuck is this? And you also have like straight females that come out and they're like, oh, I just came because my friend said. And I've been blessed to have people like Maverick Sabre come to a ball, Ollie from Years and Years come to a ball. I just want Beyonce. But yeah, it's just been, I've been graced by like all these different energies come to these functions, getting people from New York and Paris to come down and to be a part of the history that is happening here, you know. And yeah, that's Rogan as a whole. So, I'm not politically correct in everything I say, so I'm just going to be sharp. So, people like BBC Three and Reggie 8 that portrayed, that was like Young, Gay and Under Attack, was a documentary that came on TV.
Yeah.
It's stupid. One, they went to, stupid on many reasons. I've lived my life since, I don't know, let's say officially 19. I've never been under attack. Touch metal or wood, wherever it may be. Yeah, I've never been under attack. And they pick on the vulnerable, and that's what's annoying. That I would want you to come and talk to me. And I'll be like, I do this. And then what they do is they get the weakest of the bunch, you know, the apple slightly rotten, and then try to be like, we're going to give you this light, we want you to talk about your life. But what they're actually doing is trying to paint the brush of all POC people, queer people of colour. They're painting all queer people of colour in the same light. Like, they went to a massive event called Urban World, and it's like talking to this girl. It's in the last clip. You can tell like she's either intoxicated or some sort of something, high or something. But she was like, her lines exactly were, oh, you know, when I used to see gay people on the street, I didn't like them. I thought, oh, that's disgusting. But you know, now I'm a lesbian, and I'm like, you're painting that brush of like, I can't even think of the word. Your ignorance. That's the word, ignorance. Like, you're just ignorant, and then now you're like, oh, now I'm in this pot with all the same people. It just paints a bright brush for people, like queer people of colour overall, not just me as a male or female, overall, because it makes it look like Paris is burning. It made people of colour look like they have no jobs, they can't live, and they made all the like white people or fairer skinned look great, and you know, this is what they're doing because it's their life and they need to survive. And they just painted the black people with like the theft brush, the no home, no mum, no living, no nothing. And also in how it's portrayed in the UK is stupid. It's just disgusting. I just think, you know, why Reggie X's brother or cousin is gay, why is he not in the documentary? Why did you go to Devon Gay Pride when you could, or something like Devon, when you could have gone to London Gay Pride, where it's like, what, 10,000 people plus? So you went to this one which is like 60 people in this, behind this car park. You decide to go with a tabloid girl who sold her story about who she was dating or XYZ, instead of going for actual real people. And even when they did one about like black gays, they chose someone that is like vulnerable, someone that's, you know, they want people to hear their story. Yes, these stories might help other people, but at the same time, you need to counteract what you're saying. You know, at least Stacey Dooling says, you know, these people are selling these children for sex, but she said if her daughter's already gonna give it away to a guy, why shouldn't she just get paid for it? You know, she paints two brushes of a story, not, oh my god, you know, children trafficking obviously is wrong, but she doesn't paint it as like, it's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong. Why'd you do it? Da-da-da. She actually finds out information and says, this is why this person does it. So you can kind of understand. Obviously, it's still wrong, but you're like, oh, I understand why she does it now, but it's still fucked up. So it's just not, in the UK, they just do not know how to paint the brush clear. And what is annoying is that I've got actual contacted from like BBC and like Channel 4 and stuff like this, and they haven't still come back to me with a contract. They still haven't come back because I'm difficult. And the thing is, I'm not going to put myself into somewhere where they could paint me as any way possible. I'm honest with everything I say, so I'm just like, hold on, I know that they can chop and change. I've seen Towie, I've been an extra in Towie, I see how it works. They could do the same thing with me. You know, as a person of colour, like, you need to have your wits about you. I think this statement is stay woke. Like, you need to be always on, like, 10 steps ahead. Because what they just do is they will send someone in to talk to you who's person of colour as well, that's in, and like, oh, I'm just a junior researcher, blah blah blah, and they will make you become one, so you open up to them, because what you're seeing is a black face and you're a black face. So if you talk about a white woman coming to me and saying, oh, I want to do this, my tension is different, you know, I'm not really willing to speak. So I don't know, I think it's just messed up. I think there's no real documentary in the UK that will give you a real hindsight of like black or, you know, queer people of colour in, you know, the UK. I'm not even just saying London, the UK. What do I want to change? I think be more inclusive. With the like events that we have now, it's always aimed at a direction that sometimes I'm like, I don't get it. But what I want to change is that I would want like an actual, you know, POC run, not like only people, but a POC run gay bar in Soho. That's what I want to see. A queer POC bar run by POC staffing, not just a massive club with, you know, a white owner that has POC people working in the toilets. I want it to be run by POC, and it's for people of the friends of those people. I just want it to be more inclusive that way, you know. There's nights that happen where it's a certain direction a certain crowd goes to. It's like there's no real crowd that everyone can come into one. We're painted as urban, you know. You're not allowed to like, it's like you're not allowed to like house unless you like white girls, white guys. You're not allowed to like bashment or dance unless you like, you know, black guys, black girls, and or, you know, you don't like chutney music or Indian or soca. Same situation, West Indie people, Indian descent, and it's just like this needs to be merged into one, you know. And this is why I don't like some of the club nights that happen here, and this is why I don't really actually go out, because I'm not seeing anything that I didn't see when I was 15. So when I was going to a club in Vauxhall at 15, come home, wash and go to school, I'm not seeing anything different from that situation. So I just really don't know. I don't know, I want to see that, a bar or club or space that is that, or hopefully it's me. And then I want to also see a change in the clubs, like how clubs work.
Yeah.
You know, I just really, it's draining to go to a different room to hear different music. Why can you not get a DJ that can play everything? This has come from a DJ that actually plays a specific genre though. So I do play a specific genre, and I like to play this genre. I can play everything else, but this is why I like to play like house and Vogue beats and all of that. But I would want to go to a club where I'm like, oh, house minute, oh, hip hop, oh, because in like New York, the rooms are not split. You know, you go to XL Club, the rooms are not split on a Saturday. It's popping across the board, from one end to the other, from outside the door. You know, it's just popping. So it's just, I want to see much more of an inclusive togetherness space, not like, you know, lesbians and the gay boys, or lesbians. I understand lesbians do need a night and gay guys do need a night, but there is a way that we can be in the same space, because I was in that space back in the day, you know. So yeah, that's what I want to see.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time.